warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you in advance for this opportunity for the examiner, Ms. Lindah as a viewer in my processing of the thesis proposal and all of my classmates. Before this, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Lindah Lestari. My student number 51906140009. Please allow me to present a proposal with the title The Impact of Bilingualism and Metacognitive Strategy on the Development of Student Reading Skills. The impact of bilingualism and metacognitive strategy on the development of student reading skills. In the overview, there are Chapter 1, Introduction, Chapter 2, Literature Review, and the last, Chapter 3, there are Methods. Chapter 1, Introduction. A. Background of study. Why bilingualism? Number 1. In the past, school only used the national language as the language of instruction, but now the language is starting to develop with the extensions of bilingualism being taught. Number 2. Bilingualism has the advantage of being more accessible to everyone, such as across culture at all ages, especially for children. For Asia 8 2015. And next, why metacognitive strategy? Metacognitive strategy are necessary to organize, plan, evaluate learning in children. The existence of metacognitive will facilitate the process of learning and understanding in children. And number 2, metacognitive can also improve children's understanding of the meaning of reading, monitor text, and evaluate reading. Bardov, 2014. And the last figure of study, while reading. Education has always been a major issue in Indonesia, and according to Yagene and Malik Sadi, 2014, in reading, students can understanding information and the essence of the reading and get a lot of new vocabulary. Background of study. This research was conducted at SMPN Supuri, especially for students in grade 7. It is located in Belahan Village, Puri Subdistrict, Mojokerto Regency, East Java. For your information, in this school, the research used 7 grade class A and B. And then problem statement. Number 1, how is the impact of bilingualism on metacognitive reading ability? Number 2, how is student reading ability developed? And next, research purpose. There are 1, to find out the impact of using bilingualism on metacognitive aspect in reading skill, and then to find out student reading ability. Next, chapter 2, there are literature review. A, the concept of bilingualism. According to sociolinguistics in general, bilingualism is defined as the use of 2 languages, Bardov, 2006. Bilingualism is a term for someone who is equally fluent in 2 languages and refrain from using it for someone who understands a few languages but there are many areas in between. Bielstock et al. 2005. And next, Yagena and Malazeda 2015 state that bilingualism is the phenomenon that makes students mentally literate and has the opportunity to compare 2 languages. The students have advantage in learning foreign language. Foreign languages have an important role in bilingualism. Bilingualism students will more easily enter into a new culture, then those who can only speak one language, because those who study bilingually will be more to open new culture. Gersa 2018 stated that mastery of two or more languages allow people in modern world to compete competitively to perform in various fields. According to Buching and Terry 2010, bilingual individuals are sought to access their mother tongue while reading their other language. And next, metacognitive strategy. Metacognitive on reading skill. Metacognitive is the process, the ability to gain subjective understanding, accurate identification, and belief in oneself. Vogt Ausia 8, 2004 and 15. The next, metacognition refers to individual awareness of his or her systematic thinking about the learning process itself. Sen 2009. In many cases, subjective confident assessment are tough to result from imperfect reading of the uncertainty associated with first-degree decision. Medela, Sigmund, and Maiden 2015. Cognitive is also defined as a knowledge about a person's activity in which is the learning process occurs. Rafael 19 and 79 argue that metacognitive ability emerges at certain state of cognition development. According to Wardow 2014, metacognitive is actively thinking about what you read. Metacognitive plays a role in reading comprehension. Research on metacognitive reveals that fewer students are proficient at recognize the purpose of reading and turn to read word of word. And the last is reading is the most basic tool for student learning and the application of reading strategy, especially specializing in the application of strategy that allow not only more efficient use the time but also easier reading. Sen 2009. Of the four main learning skill, reading has an important role in learning and understanding authentic material. Igane and Malikzadeh 2014. Yes, as we know, by reading, we will get a lot of new knowledge, and then proficiency in speaking. And the next is profuse study. There are Title 1, the effect of bilingualism on the developing of English reading skill. Research by Malikzadeh and Yegane, year 2015. The result that finding of this research revealed that reading skill was statistically significant in bilingualism students in comparison with monolingual counterparts. Then, the finding of this study have various implications for language teacher and policy make to provide bilingual students with optimal teaching and learning opportunity. The similar and gap from this research, the similarity of this research with the present student study is the same. Use bilingualism to developing English reading skill, but the difference with the study in student learning process where its research focused on how students understanding material. And the next review study is the effect of degree of bilingualism on metacognitive linguistic skill, researched by Abu Rabia 2018. The finding of this research level of metacognitive reading awareness was affected by the degree of bilingualism. There was positive influence of planets reading and writing skill in the second language. The difference about this study with this research is this study have impact to linguistic skill, but in the research focus in metacognitive strategy. And third, the metacognitive reading strategy and Chinese English reading comprehension. This paper explores about the concept of metacognition and metacognitive reading strategy and reading comprehension. Metacognitive reading strategy are classified into three groups of planning, monitoring, and evaluation strategy. The difference about this research and this study is in this research, I used classification into three groups. They are planning, monitoring, and evaluating. But in this study, I use two processes. They are pre-test and post-test. And the last, the effect of degree of bilingualism on metacognitive linguistic skill by Abu Rabia 2018. The finding of the research level of metacognitive reading awareness was affected by the degree of bilingualism. There were positive influence and balance, reading and reading skill in the second language. For the difference about this research and this study is this research explain about positive influence of balance, reading and writing skill, and the study just focus in reading ability. And the next, there are chapter 3, content of the study. This research was conducted at SMPN 2 Puri, especially for students in grade 7. And research used class A and B. It is located in Belahan Village, Puri Sub-District of course, Petak Mojokerto Regency, as Java. And B, research design. This research used a quantitative approach. This approach was chosen because quantitative research is one type of research activity whose specification are systematic, clean, and structured from the beginning, starting from the creation of research design, be it about research objective, research subject, research object, data sample, data source, and methodology. Research variables are measured with various forms of measurement scales, namely nominal, ordinal, interval, and ratio scales. Suharto, 2009. In this approach, research are required to use numbers starting from a data collection, interpretation of the data, and the operation of the final result. Therefore, the collected data must be processed statistically so that it can be interpreted properly. The process that was obtained through the score of pre-test and post-test result to determine the influence the media use on the learning outcomes of English subject of grade 7 student at SMPN 2 Puri. And the next is source of data. 1. Informant. The population in the study were all 7 grade A and B, and the study collected data from all A and B class junior high school. Even classroom teaching activity. And this is data from its class A or A and B. From all boys, there are 41, and girls to 23. And totalnya ada 64 siswa dan siswi. And next, research instrument. The instrument used in this research is the this is a search, pre-test and post-test, and then observation. Objective of the study, number 1, to find out the impact of using bilingualism on metacognitive aspect in reading skill. Data need Impact of bilingualism on development in reading skill, instrument, pre-test and post-test. And the next, impact of metacognitive on development in reading skill. This is pre-test and post-test. And number 2, find out student reading ability. Data need understand student reading ability, instrument, observation, and pre-test and post-test. Next slide is validity and reliability. Validity refers to whether measuring instrument is used to measure behavior or quality. Validity is defined as the extent to which a concept is a measure of purity in research. Suruchu and Maslowski 2000 and 2000. An instrument is said to be valid in the instrument used can measure what is being measured. And the next then, reliability is defined how much consistency the test score the test achieve on the retest. Reliability test to find out whether the measuring instrument design in the form or a reliable questionnaire. In the study, bilingualism and metacognitive was used as a learning to improve student reading. The research were conducted by doing classroom observation, having interview with students, and conducting discussion with teacher. And next, data collection. Data collection aims to find out the answer from the source study. The approach used in this study is a quantitative approach. So the data analysis uses a statistical data analysis technique. In this study, used quantitative data was obtained through a post-test conducting on students to counter reading comprehension through student metacognitive. This study has two variables, namely student reading ability is the dependent variable, and the effect of bilingualism and metacognitive is the independent variable. And the last is data analysis. Sugiono 2009 explained that a data analysis is a systematic process of searching for and compiling interview transcript, file notes, and other collected material to increase your own understanding and enable you to find others. In data collection, the author collect answer for respondents which will then be divided into two, namely good and sufficient scores. To find out how much impact bilingualism and metacognitive strategy have on the result of the development of student reading skill, it can be known by looking the difference in the average post-test score between the control class and the experiment class. Based on the calculation, it is can be concluded that bilingualism and metacognitive strategy affect student learning outcomes in English subject for no or not. And the amount of this value is expected to be used as a comparison if there is similar study to test the influence of the other learning media. The step carried out in analyzing data are by providing treatment to student and student batches are then followed by giving post-test. After that, student will be given the same material again and the different treatment, but in the post-test, the same question are given as the pre-test. And this is reference to the research use of this template. Thank you. Thank you for the attention from me. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.